This is my 1950 Farmall M. I bought this about 3 years ago at an auction. I paid, I think it was around $1,100 for it. It ran, but it barely ran, to say the least. I had trouble getting it even to my trailer to get it loaded up. What I found was that this had most likely been sitting for about 10 or 15 years, and it just needed going over. When I drained the oil, it was full of water. I was kind of worried that it might have antifreeze in the oil. However, it was just condensation from, sweating over the years. Cast iron seems to draw in moisture, and you'll get water in the oil if they sit for a long time. After I changed the oil, I went through and ended up getting it running. I had to rebuild the carburetor, and then it would run pretty decent. This tractor is 12 volt. I did install electronic ignition on this one. It does have an alternator hiding up there under the hood. Go to the other side real quick. So here's the carburetor after I rebuilt it. I didn't have to do too much else to this once it got running. It actually runs very excellent. It's probably one of my better running tractors. I did end up changing the sediment bowl and made a new fuel line for it. I had to repair the brakes. The seals in behind there were leaking, and I had to change the brake lining as it was all soaked in oil. I didn't have to do any tire work to this. It has good Firestone rear tires. The front tires were good. I did add wheel weights once again, front and rear. This had no weights whatsoever. There is calcium chloride in these wheels. You can see it does leak a little bit here and there. I'd like to drain those at one point. On the back of the tractor here, the horseshoe drawbar had been doubled up, but the actual swinging drawbar was broken in half. So I did change the drawbar out and add a new strap to the top. It was beyond repair in my opinion. I did add fenders to this. They're reproduction fenders. It was actually cheaper just to buy those than buy original ones at like an auction. Everyone kind of goes crazy sometimes. Did add the fender extensions. Again, makes it much easier to get on and off. Installed a new seat spring. You can see I added one of those parking brake levers. It really is handy because on this you have to almost turn inside out to reach that parking brake lever. It does have a belt pulley. I added that at a later time. I kind of like the look of this tractor. I don't think it's been painted too many times in its life, but it's got kind of a nice patina look going for it. Start it up real quick. See, it has pretty good oil pressure even at idle. This was running for a little while today. Turn the lights on. See, it charges pretty well even at an idle. But it's a pretty good running tractor. I have a wagon I use. I pull around when we water trees and potatoes and whatnot. It does pretty good at that. I have driven it pretty far and it's pretty reliable. So again, this is 1950 Farmall M.